Hello friends and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another episode of Testing in Nutshell. This is Nish Kumar Singh and we are continuing with our JIRA tutorials. As a part of today's tutorial, we'll be getting into the settings of the JIRA account because it is equally important to understand what kind of settings does a user have and what kind of preferences a user can set up in order to use a JIRA account. So today we'll be understanding about user preferences and profile settings of a user account in JIRA project, and definitely you will see a lot to explore that how you can customize the way you want to use your JIRA project and of course add more value to that. So let's get quickly started with understanding on the same as a part of this tutorial. In this tutorial, we will be understanding how to change user preferences in JIRA project and how to update profile information in JIRA project. When you're logged into your project and you're accessing the project in which you want to work with, of course, you will be able to allow to make any changes to your user preferences or definitely the profile settings. In order to access the settings about the profile and the user preferences, just click on the rightmost corner of the icon which contains your name or probably the avatar which you are following. Just click on that to see the options there. Right now, by default, you have two options. One is the personal settings and the profile. In the previous versions of JIRA project, we had this together in one section. So let's start with the personal settings of the JIRA project. As a part of the personal settings, you will be allowed to see your time zone, the languages, and definitely some more options. So time zone definitely cannot be accessed or edited from personal settings. For that you have to go to your profile settings in order to modify that. But by default it will pick up your location right from the moment your instance was created on the cloud, and definitely it will be picked up from there. The next important thing is watch your issues. Now watch your issues basically means that what exactly you would like to access and watch at any point of time during your project. So you have options like enabled, disabled, or inherit from the global settings. Now this option basically allows you to follow the settings in order to watch your issues, that what exactly you want to see will be determined by the global settings of your account, which is generally determined by the site administrator and creating the settings for your usage. So based on the inherit from global setting options, it will automatically take the settings which are determined by the site administrator, and it will only show the issues or the workflows which you can see by the determination of the site administrator settings. But of course, if you want, you can enable it or you can even disable it. Email notifications for issue activities. The options which we have here is send me an email notification or don't send me an email notification. Now this is related to email notifications or automail about any activity which happens to a particular issue within your project. Of course, there are a lot of options with that. For example, what kind of email notifications you want to receive whenever certain activity happens related to the issues. For example, send me the email notifications related to the issues which you are watching. You are the reporter for that issue, you are the assignee for that issue, or someone mentions you as a part of a comment, or even you make changes to the issue at any point of time, then an email will be sent to you. But it is up to you to decide what kind of emails you want to receive. For example, maybe not for the one which you are watching, you can just disable it by clicking on the checkbox. If in case you are assigned to something, you already know about it, but if in case you are reported to something, then of course you can enable them. That's completely up to you. What is that you want to receive? What if I don't want to receive any email notifications? I can just go for don't send me email notification, and these options will not be shown to you. So only the options will be shown to you if you have enabled the email notifications to further customize it, that what type of emails you must receive. Further, what kind of format you can set it up here for the email notification. Whether you want an HTML format or the text format can be determined from this drop down. So it's up to you whether you want a lightweight text email or a well-designed or architectured HTML email. So commonly used is HTML, but of course to reduce the size of the mail box, you can make use of a text email as well. And definitely click on the Save Changes to save it at any point of time. Of course, we do have access to JIRA Labs here, which is enabled by default. If you want, you can disable it using this option. We will talk about the JIRA Labs in our upcoming and future tutorials. Now that's about the personal settings. At any point of time, to switch between the personal settings to the profile preferences, you can always click on the profile options. Now this is your option of profile settings, where you can set up your profile and add more value to your portfolio which you have created as a part of JIRA account. Right from the left, let's start from About section. Here you're allowed to add your job title, your department, your organization, and the city or place which you're working in. And this will just give a better interface to many other people when they look for you on the JIRA servers. So all you have to do is, for example, I say I'm a product owner. Then you just have to mention the detail and click on a tick button here to save it. Otherwise, you won't have any other option to save a button, but of course, every time you edit something, you will get a provision to modify or discard the changes. So you can include about yourself here, and you can obviously have mail ID mentioned here, or you can also call out your team to include as a part of your project. For example, if you're already having your people in the group, you can obviously form a team. You can give a team name and you can invite their team people to the team by calling @mention. Give the @, mention the name of the user, and you can import up to 10 people at a time. Additionally, you can also see quick activities just like any other social media account, that what exactly is the recent activities which you have done on your JIRA project. At the same time, you can also see what are the projects you are associated to and what kind of projects you are working with at the current moment. So of course, if you're working on the multiple projects, you will see the places you work section showcasing your project titles. Also, your team details will be shown to you in this section, which is you work with. Here you can start your team and you will have the name of the team, and here you will see the number of people and the teammates which you are having in your team. Send Atlassian a feedback at any point of time if you face any kind of challenges. Right from the profile section, you can send a quick feedback to the Atlassian about any issues which you might be facing at any point of time while working with JIRA project. Additionally, you also have an option here to manage your account. Let's see what options do we have here. So whatever you could not see as a part of your basic settings of profile and the JIRA account, you will see it here in the manage your account option. As a part of Atlassian account, there are many more options which you can further find. For example, profile and visibility. Just like any other social networking website like Facebook or LinkedIn, you can definitely have settings to see or set up that who can see your details. For example, full name, who can see that? Anyone. Public name, anyone. Product owner, their job title, department, and all your personal details about you can be modified from here. So of course, you will have certain rights to make changes to that, and you can definitely change the settings whether it is for anyone or only you. So it will be restricted and the other users cannot see that. Further, we have other option called as email. If you want to add a new email to your account, you can definitely change your email address and you can add preferences to that as well, and click on Save Changes to make effect. Security is about changing the password. At any point of time, if you want to change your password, you can always walk into the security section of the Atlassian account and put your current password and the new password and click on Save Changes. If you want two-step verification, which is basically based on OTP or email authentication, you can also enable that so that it's not so easy for someone else to change your password. Account preferences about the time zone and the languages which you're using, definitely you can update that from here. So you can just come here and drop down and select the language which you prefer to have. You can definitely update that and it is automatically saved. Also, if you want to delete your account, you can definitely delete your account using this button, which is not recommended as of now because you have to practice a lot. So please do not click on the delete account button right now, but at any point of time you just want to delete your account from JIRA portal, or maybe you are no longer using it, then you can just delete your account. In the server edition of JIRA, this will not be an option for you. It will be taken care by the site administrator. Connected apps will show you any kind of apps which you are using from an external source. For example, Atlassian Marketplace, which we'll be covering in our upcoming tutorials, that what is a marketplace and what do you get there. Now, of course, if you are making use of any kind of external plugins or external tools integrated to your JIRA project, like third-party softwares or any kind of like Bitbuckets, GitHubs, then definitely you will find their connections here, and of course the settings related to that. But right now we do not have any apps associated with our project, so we do not have any settings as of now here. Also, to add more, we definitely have a lot of other products which can be associated with this. So of course we have Confluence settings, because by default with a Jira project you get Confluence page, so you can manage that here, and you can have Bitbucket settings, of course, when you connect them here. So yes, always you have everything here as a part of the Atlassian account. So now what we have covered here is about personal settings and profiles. So this is user preferences and the profile settings. So both options are covered as a part of this tutorial. Well, that's all from this particular tutorial, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and respond to them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for watching the video, team, and happy learning.